I think we can all agree that the United States has the best coasters in the world. Sure, China might have more, but the United States' coaster collection is, if we were an amusement park, if it was the United States amusement park, I think we'd have the best coaster collection. But the thing is, the United States is pretty big. From coast to coast, we're spreading out thousands of miles. So that's a lot of space for these coasters and parks to take up. So we want to see where most of these coasters are concentrated. Yeah, most of them are on the East Coast, a few spread out through the big part of the Midwest, and then as soon as you get out west, especially down through Southern California, you get another cluster of parks. But we want to know which city in particular is the best. So not just the best city, but obviously what you saw in the title, this is going to be our top 10 cities for amusement parks. For a city to qualify, we had two simple criteria. One is that the population had to be at least 300,000 people, and the other is that it had to be within 300 miles of the amusement park. And we came up with that 300 miles because we found a study that showed that 57% of the people surveyed reported that they would drive up to 300 miles one way for a weekend road trip. So we figured 300,000 people, 300 miles, that's what we looked at for these cities, so let's get into it.
Just sneaking into the top 10 is San Antonio, Texas. The parks in the area are Six Flags Over Texas and Fiesta Texas, and also SeaWorld San Antonio. Now, while that's not a lot of parks, they make up for it in the quality of the parks and very long operating schedules. Next up is Chicago, Illinois. This is most notable for having one of the country's top parks in its own backyard, Six Flags Great America. Other parks that are a short drive away are Michigan's Adventure, Indiana Beach, and Mount Olympus. That lineup is impressive enough, but you can also reach Cedar Point in less than a 5-hour drive.
St. Louis, Missouri comes in at number 8 on our list. While there aren't a lot of elite parks in their vicinity, they definitely have a lot of quality parks such as Six Flags St. Louis and Silver Dollar City, which is their crown jewel for sure in that area, with coasters such as Outlaw Run and Time Traveler. Also, there's Worlds of Fun, Holiday World, Kentucky Kingdom, Indiana Beach. So all those parks together get St. Louis in our top 10. And at number 7, we have Atlanta, Georgia. Not only does this southern city have a long operating schedule for their parks, they also have a great selection of amusement parks in the area, and those are Six Flags Over Georgia, Fun Spot Atlanta, we see you Air Force One RMC coming there, Dollywood, Carowinds, and the greatest park in the country, Alabama Adventure.
The next city on our list may be the biggest, and oftentimes ranks number 1 on many top 10 lists, but this time it has to settle for number 6. That's right, New York City doesn't even crack the top 5 in our rankings. That said, New York City residents are still a short drive from places like Six Flags Great Adventure, Six Flags New England, Great Escape, Hershey, Dorney Park, Knoebels, Nickelodeon Universe, and the world-famous Coney Island. Coming in at number 5 is our hometown, and the biggest city that can claim Cedar Point as their home park. Yup, it's the land, Cleveland, Ohio. Add to this the fact that Kennywood, Waldameer, Darien Lake, Seabreeze, Indiana Beach, Camden Park, Coney Island, and of course Kings Island are only a couple-hour drive away. And for kickers, Canada's Wonderland is only 2 miles past our 300-mile limit we place on this ranking.
We weren't very confident that this should be 4 instead of 5, but we settled in on the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio, in on this spot. Replacing some of Cleveland's parks like Seabreeze and Darien Lake with Kentucky Kingdom and Holiday World made our decision for us. Add in Dollywood, Camden Park, Coney Island, of course the Ohio one, not the New York one, and the obvious Kings Island to this list, and it's definitely worthy of our 4th spot. Our number 3 flies under the radar as a great coaster city, but you can't ignore the plethora of world-class coasters within a 3-mile radius of our number 3 city, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Boasting such parks like Great Adventure, Hershey, Dorney, Six Flags America, Coney Island, Nickelodeon Universe, King's Dominion, and Busch Gardens Williamsburg makes Philly easily one of the greatest cities if you're a coaster enthusiast.
Our top 2 cities come with an extra perk that no other city has to offer. Number 2 is also the number 2 largest city in the United States, Los Angeles, California, which has the benefit of having an operating calendar of 365 days a year for their parks. And the parks aren't too bad themselves. These include Six Flags Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, Universal Studios, Disneyland, SeaWorld San Diego, the Santa Monica Pier, Legoland, and the Adventure Dome at Circus Hotel and Casino, not too far away in Las Vegas. And the number 1 city for amusement parks should be no surprise. It is Orlando, Florida. Between all the Disney parks, 3 Universal parks, Busch Gardens Tampa, SeaWorld Orlando, Legoland, and 2 Fun Spot parks, and all of them being open year-round, Orlando is well deserving for being number 1 on this list.